Hello, my name is Rachel. I am the Thrifty Crocheter, and today is March the 5th, and it is a multiple of 10 stitches plus 3. Kind of a unique looking little pattern. I have done a chain of 20 for the multiple of 10, and then the plus 3 for the plus 3. In this pattern, you're going to be using a shell, and then for this, you're going to have the shell is going to consist of 5 double crochets, and then what they don't mention between where it says multiple of 10 and the 5 double crochets and the destructions. That's what my dad calls instructions. Instructions. There's clusters. The clusters is 2 double crochets over a certain area. So, because it starts out with row 1 as being a cluster over the 4th and 5th chains. So 1, 2, 3, and the 4th chain, you're going to make a 2 double crochet cluster. And then in the 5th chain, a 2 double crochet cluster. I think I did that quite right. That looks more like a shell. I'm going to do that again. Do. Okay, 2 double crochet cluster. Chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2 chains, and then a shell in the next chain, and a shell is 5 double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 2, skip 2 chains, cluster over the next 5 chains. Wow. Okay. So skip 2 chains, and we're going to put a cluster in each of the next 5. There's 1 cluster. There's 2 clusters. There's 3 clusters. There's 4 clusters. Five clusters. Okay. Let me change what I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you're supposed to repeat that pattern till you get to the last 8 chains. When you get to the last 8 chains, you're going to skip 2 chains, and then a shell in the next chain, skip 2, and then we're going to shell. And the shell is 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 2, skip 2 chains, and then cluster over the next 3 chains. So these last 3 chains are going to get those 2 double crochet clusters. One, 2, and I'm going to do this last one, 3. And that is how that looks. If we have this 3, anyway, there's 3 double crochet clusters, and we got a shell, and then we've got our 5 2 double crochet clusters, then we got a shell, and then we got our 3 a set of 3 double crochet clusters. Okay, row 2, they want you to chain 7. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a big chain. Skip cluster, and 2 chain, double crochet in each of the next 5 double crochets. So we're going to double crochet over top of this shell here. We're going to skip all of this. We're going to skip this, and on top of your 5 double crochet shell, they want you to put 5 double crochets. Wow. It's a little hard to do when you got a chain 7 here. Sometimes that's a little fiddly at first. All right, there we go. Once you get it, there we go. 1. Sorry, I gotta get more yarn. I have my brace on, and my yarn is catching on my brace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2 chain, cluster 2 chain, and double crochet in each of the next 5 double crochets. So we're going to skip 2 chain, cluster, and 2 chain. And we're going to come over here and put 5 double crochets all the way across. Wow. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Okay, repeat across the last cluster. We're at the last cluster. Skip the 2 chain and double treble in the next cluster. So if we are doing, because this should be in English, so double treble, because treble is up around 3 times. So 4 times? That seems awful big. But there's row 2. Well, I guess that's right. That's interesting. Row 3. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I love when they do chain. Row 3 is a chain 3. I think that's humorous. Anyway, two double crochets and the chain 3, 2 double how are we supposed to put two double crochets and double treble? So we're going to come, okay, this is interesting. It kind of looks like they are doing a little bit of some kind of crisscross thing. So 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and then in the 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and these 5 double crochets, they want you to put a cluster in each of the next 5 double crochets. So we're putting a 2 double crochet cluster in each of these double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets. My yarn tried to jump out of the bowl. Sorry, I lost my place. Give me a minute. Okay, chain 2, skip 2 chains, chain 2, skip 2 chains, shell, skip 2 chains, and shell in the next chain. So about, skip 2 chains, and in this third one we're going to put a shell, and the shell is 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 2, skip 2 chains, and you're going to put a cluster on each of these double crochets. Okay. Yep, we're going to put a cluster. So we're at the end of mine, so we're going to put a cluster on each of these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and chain 2, skip 2 chains and 3 double crochets in the 5th chain of the turning chain. So 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. So this is row 3. It's kind of weird, but this is row 3. I don't know if I'm doing this pattern justice, but I am trying, because this is one strangely made pattern. Row 4, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Skip first double crochet and double crochet in each of the next 2. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2 chain, skip 2 chain, cluster and 2 chain, and double crochet in each of the next 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochet. So we're going to skip all of those clusters, come over here to the 5 doubles and put in 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm here at the end, so we're going to skip all these clusters, and we're going to double crochet in those last 2 double crochets. 1, 2. So there's row 4. This is just wild. Row 5. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I've never seen something with such big holes and spaces and just, this is just wild to me. Okay, I'm sorry. Row 5. So we start off with a chain 3. Skip first double crochet. Well, there was only 2 double crochets at the end. So how can I skip first double crochet? It says it wants me to cluster over the next 2 double crochets, but there's only 2. I think they must be counting this as the double, because it's the only thing you can do. So you double crochet, you want to do a cluster over the next 2 doubles. So here's where the 2 doubles are. Chain 2. Skip 2 chain. What 2 chain? There's a chain 5 here. Oh, that's right. Just like we did before. Skip 2 chains, and then we put a shell. Okay. And shell is 5 double crochets. Silly me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 2. Skip 2 chains, and then cluster over the next 5. So across this row of 5 double crochets, you're going to put a cluster in each one. A cluster is 2 double crochets. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Chain 2. Skip 2 chains, and then a shell in the next chain. And a shell is 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 2, skip. Oh, I did the shell. Okay. So last 2 double crochets. I'm at the end. You want to chain 2, skip 2 chains, and a cluster in these last 2, in the last 2 double crochets, and a turning chain. So I got to put a cluster here. And a cluster on the second double. And a cluster on the turning chain. That's the end of row 5. Now this is a very interesting pattern. I must say, it's a very interesting, intriguing pattern. I'm not really sure what I would make with this, to be very honest. I don't really like all the holes, all these giant holes that it makes. I'm not really understanding why they have this pattern made like this. But have fun. Maybe you can figure out something to do with it. Maybe a mask. Boo. I don't know. But it's interesting. March 5. Multiple of 10 stitches plus 3 using a 5 double crochet shell and clusters. You guys have a good day now. Bye.